our program is now going. So as you see, we have basic. What is on?
It's on. It's clearly on.
Wow, no, it's not on.
It is on.
It's definitely not on.
That is
because those would both be your green.
Oh, the switch was up. So. Okay, so this is our elevator. We have one motor at the top that's using a winch to.
What's it doing?
See, it's reversible.
Wow.
Because Max tried to reverse it the first one.
Okay, so we have one motor at the top that uses a winch to pull the elevator up, and then we have this little thing here.
Okay, that is.
Oh,
no,
lovely.
That seems like a design issue.
No, that's your fault. Anyway, so we have this thing here that's. Hold on.
It appears you have gone above the 3rd floor. Just roof access.
It is complete with roof access. And then you have this little thing that covers the line follower and then tells it to stop.
Okay.
And it comes complete with the fail-safe program that does up and down only.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 2 rails on the side for added stability, and then we have these over here just to make it symmetrical. And then we got the limit switch, or this one, to send it to 4-3 like so. And you see it's going up, it's winching up.
We have a much smoother ride than Max's because it's not just shooting.
Yeah. Oh, well, sorry, pardon. We didn't have 2 rails.
And then bam. And then you see LED comes up.
The ejectors.
Yeah.
We have LED capabilities.
And go ahead and talk about it.
And it is now going to floor 2. Okay. So for the code, we use limit switches because they are much more, and it goes to the bottom after a while. We use limit switches because they're much more precise than a shaft encoder, as you can see with Max's inch difference.
Oh, much more precise?
I like how you...
That first run was very precise. That's fantastic.
Yeah, what limit switches are we talking about? Are you talking about the line followers?
Oh, yeah, but I the limit switch. Wow. This is a good presentation.
Jokers. Okay, so we use 2 limit switches and a bumper switch because of lack of materials. We have our LED display and buttons down at the bottom. The programming wasn't really that hard. We had some slight issues with figuring out what it reads this as versus what it reads just not being covered as. And when we found out that when we pointed it like towards that way instead of towards the window, the value kind of changed a little bit. So we could like reprogram it so that it would detect the ambient light at first and then figure out what it would be covered based off of that. But we would do that if we had more time. Yes, Max.
So theoretically, what happens if you spam the first floor switch?
That's how you.
No, don't do that one. But what happens if you hit a switch while it's on its way to somewhere?
Very good question.
So as it's going to floor 3, I press the floor 1 switch. It does not respond because I have a Boolean that detects if it is moving or not. And if it is moving, it ignores the other inputs.
What about what Lane said, where can it stop partway along, or?
We do not have those capabilities, but we would be interested in adding them in the future, given more time and resources.
I'd like to defend ourselves. That was not part of the...
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I'm not holding that against you.
And it's not a glitch. Like, you can add that.
It's a feature.
It's a feature.
It's not a glitch like stopping an inch difference.
Hey, no.
Oh, are we talking about glitches?
Nick, what are
where's
you
it
doing?
going?
It's stopping.